Sophia wants you to listen very carefully, because this message is not for everyone. It's for the one who felt something the moment they saw this title. If there is a famous singer, songwriter, or musician whose voice stops you in your tracks, whose songs feel like they speak directly to your heart, this is not a coincidence. This is not admiration. This is not imagination. This is a soul recognition that cannot be explained with logic. And once you hear this, you may finally understand why this connection has felt so intense and so personal. In the middle of this reading, 3 powerful cards come forward: the Lovers, the Star, and the Knight of Cups. Together, they tell a very clear story in simple words. The Lovers speaks of a twin flame bond, 2 souls connected deeply, naturally, and without effort. It's the kind of connection where you don't choose it, it chooses you. The Star shows one soul placed in the public eye, someone known by many, admired by millions, yet still searching for a feeling of home they haven't found. This card also brings destiny, timing, and a connection guided by something higher than people or circumstances. Then the Knight of Cups appears, carrying emotion, music, and heartfelt expression. This is the energy of someone who pours their feelings into songs, lyrics, and melodies instead of speaking them out loud. Sophia wants you to notice why their music feels different to you, why certain songs come to you at exact moments in your life, why you feel comfort, tears, hope, and longing all at once when you hear their voice. This is not about wanting them. This is about knowing them on a soul level, even if you've never met. Twin flames don't always meet in normal ways. So keep listening, because this is only the opening of the message. The deeper meaning of this connection is about to be revealed, and what comes next will help you understand why this famous soul feels so close to your heart, even from a distance. Sophia wants you to pause and open your heart fully, because what the Lover's card is about to reveal is not just about romance. It's about recognition, choice, and the deep awakening of your soul. The moment this card appears, it stirs something inside you. Something that feels both familiar and mysterious. It's that flutter in your chest when someone's presence lingers in your mind, that undeniable pull toward a connection that feels destined. The Lovers is a mirror of your soul, reflecting a bond that goes far beyond physical attraction or temporary infatuation. It's about alignment, 2 souls meeting at the exact right time, in the exact right way, awakening something neither of you could have predicted. This card carries a message of choice, but not a simple choice. It's the choice of vulnerability, of opening yourself fully. Even when fear whispers that it's too risky, the Lovers asks you to recognize the power of your heart and your freedom to connect deeply, to trust the soul over the surface. When this energy flows into your life, it awakens honesty, the kind that is raw, unfiltered, and impossible to ignore. It pushes you to question what truly matters, what brings meaning to your relationships, and what resonates with your soul's truth. Sophia wants you to understand that the Lovers isn't always about someone new. Sometimes it's about reconnecting with the part of yourself that's been asleep. It's about seeing yourself reflected in someone else, or realizing that the love you've been seeking has always been within you, waiting to be acknowledged. This card tells you that when a true soul connection appears, the universe sets it up in ways that feel almost magical. Synchronicities, repeated numbers, and sudden flashes of recognition are all signs that the alignment of hearts is happening. Emotion runs deep with the Lovers, and it's often mixed with confusion, longing, and exhilaration. This is the energy that makes your heart race when you think about someone who feels like home, yet also challenges you to grow. The connection is both comforting and transformative, because twin flame or soulmate energy is never ordinary. It calls you to face your shadows, your doubts, and your fears so that your heart can expand without limits. Sophia wants you to pay attention to the signs, the music that touches you, the dreams that linger, the emotions that surprise you, because they are all whispers from this card, guiding you toward alignment. The Lovers also reminds you that love is never about control or possession. It's about mutual respect, trust, and the willingness to be seen fully. When you experience this energy, it may feel overwhelming at times, because it stirs every part of your being, mind, body, and spirit. Yet, it's also liberating, because it shows you that the deepest bonds are forged in freedom and authenticity. There is a sacredness in choosing someone, in allowing someone to choose you. and in recognizing that love is a dance of hearts that flows naturally when both are ready. Sophia wants you to notice how the Lovers asks you to step into your power, to honor your feelings, to honor your boundaries, and to embrace the truth of your heart without hesitation. This is not a card that encourages fear, doubt, or hesitation. It encourages trust in the divine plan of your life, in the unfolding of soul connections, and in the beauty of giving and receiving love fully. Every moment of hesitation or uncertainty is a lesson in courage, teaching you to stand strong in your truth while remaining open to the possibilities that await. The energy of the Lovers can be life-changing. It shows that love is more than romance. It's the connection that teaches you about your own heart, your capacity for empathy, and the depth of your soul. It reminds you that when the right person appears, the connection is undeniable, unmistakable, and transformative. Sophia wants you to feel it fully. The pull of this energy is a gift, a sign, a reminder that the universe has aligned to bring souls together for learning, healing, and joy. So take a deep breath and let the Lovers sink into your being. Let it remind you that love is not about perfection. It's about growth, recognition, and the courage to open your heart fully, without fear. This card is a call to honor your heart, trust your soul, and recognize that the love that moves you, awakens you, and challenges you is the love that will help you become your truest self. Keep your heart open, because the Lovers is here to guide you toward the connection that is not just meant for your eyes or mind, but for your very soul. Sophia wants you to take a deep breath and let your heart be still, because the message of the star is one that speaks to your soul on a level words often fail to reach. This card is not about ordinary hope or simple wishes. It is about divine guidance, healing, and the quiet, powerful light that leads you toward your destiny. When the star appears, it feels like the universe itself is reaching out, whispering, "You are seen, you are guided, you are aligned." There is a sense of wonder, of magic, and of reassurance that comes with this card, as if every struggle, every heartbreak, and every challenge you faced was preparing you to step into a moment of clarity and illumination. The star carries an energy of inspiration and faith. It reminds you that even in the darkest moments, there is a light that never fades. Sophia wants you to feel the connection between this card and your own journey. The way certain songs, moments, or people appear in your life exactly when you need them, guiding you, comforting you, and awakening your spirit. It is a card of destiny and alignment, showing that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring what is truly meant for you into your life. This isn't about luck or coincidence. It's about divine timing, a sacred flow that ensures your soul meets the experiences and connections it needs for growth, healing, and fulfillment. Emotion flows deeply with the star. It brings hope where there was despair, clarity where there was confusion, and a sense of purpose where there was doubt. Sophia wants you to know that this energy often comes in subtle ways. A song that moves you to tears, a message that seems meant only for you, a person whose presence feels familiar even if you've never met them. These are all signs that your soul is aligned with the guidance of the universe, and that the light of the star is shining directly on your path. The star also teaches patience and trust. It reminds you that while you may long for answers, clarity, or connection, some things unfold gradually with perfect timing. Sophia wants you to understand that this card encourages you to remain open, to dream, and to hope without fear. It reassures you that your heart's deepest desires are valid, and that the universe is orchestrating events in your favor, often in ways that surpass what you can imagine. When the star appears in a reading about relationships, destiny, or soul connections, it points to a bond that feels magical, uplifting, and fated. This energy often illuminates connections that carry healing, growth, and inspiration. Sophia wants you to feel the way this card reminds you that some people are meant to shine a light on your path, to awaken your soul, guide your heart, and help you see yourself as you truly are. It is about divine recognition, the kind that feels like a mirror reflecting your truest self back to you, showing you what you've always carried within. The star is also about renewal. It tells you that no matter what pain or heartbreak you have endured, there is hope for joy, fulfillment, and profound connection. Sophia wants you to embrace this energy fully, to open your heart to miracles, synchronicities, and the subtle nudges that the universe provides. It is a reminder that healing is possible, that dreams are achievable, and that light always returns, even after darkness. Let the star guide you to trust in the unseen, to follow the signs, and to recognize the divine order in your life. Sophia wants you to know that this card is a beacon, a message that love, alignment, and destiny are not just possibilities, they are already in motion. Keep your heart open, stay aware, and allow this sacred light to awaken your soul, because the star is here to show you that hope, inspiration, and divine connection are always within reach, even when it feels distant. Sophia wants you to open your heart and let yourself feel deeply, because the energy of the Knight of Cups carries a message that touches the soul in ways words often cannot. This is the card of emotion, romance, and heartfelt expression. The energy of someone who approaches life and love not with logic or practicality, but with the full intensity of their heart. When this card appears, it stirs a longing inside you, the kind that feels both familiar and electrifying. The feeling that someone may be thinking of you, dreaming of you, or expressing their love in ways you have yet to see. The Knight of Cups is the messenger of love, creativity, and emotion. Sophia wants you to feel the way this card flows through your life, bringing messages that arrive in dreams, in music, in art, and sometimes in moments that feel too perfect to be coincidence. This is the energy of someone who moves through the world guided by their heart. Someone who wears their emotions openly, unafraid to feel deeply or to show vulnerability. When it comes to relationships, this card signals the arrival of someone who will stir your soul, capture your imagination, and awaken your heart to possibilities you may have thought were out of reach. There is a magic to the Knight of Cups that cannot be contained by ordinary circumstances. Sophia wants you to notice how this energy moves gently yet powerfully, like a river flowing toward its destination. It is romantic, yes, but it is also sincere, thoughtful, and deeply intuitive. This is the energy of someone who sees beauty in your soul before they see it in your appearance, who senses your emotions before you even speak them, and whose love often comes in gestures that are creative, poetic, and filled with meaning. Emotion is at the core of this card, and it often brings waves of longing, hope, and anticipation. Sophia wants you to feel that the Knight of Cups is not reckless or fleeting. Instead, this is the energy of devotion, of someone willing to chase after what their heart desires, to express feelings even when it's uncomfortable, and to offer love in its dearest form. There may be mystery surrounding this connection, moments of uncertainty, or periods when you feel unsure of their intentions. But the truth of the Knight of Cups is that it moves with honesty, guided by heart and intuition rather than strategy or expectation. This card also carries creativity and inspiration. Sophia wants you to recognize that someone influenced by the Knight of Cups energy may express themselves through art, music, poetry, or emotional gestures that feel personal and intimate. They have a way of making you feel seen, understood, and cherished, even from a distance. It's a gentle yet intense energy, one that can awaken feelings you didn't know existed, and remind you of what it feels like to be truly noticed on a soulful level. The Knight of Cups also encourages courage and love. It reminds you to trust your heart, to remain open to vulnerability, and to allow deep emotions to flow freely without fear. Sophia wants you to understand that this energy is transformative. It not only brings romance, but also healing, self-awareness, and growth. Through the Knight of Cups, love becomes a mirror, reflecting back the beauty, depth, and emotion that already exists within you. Finally, this card is a call to action, not of haste, but of intention. Sophia wants you to pay attention to signs, dreams, and emotional nudges that may guide you toward this connection. The Knight of Cups is patient, romantic, and deeply devoted, yet it asks you to recognize the power of emotional clarity, sincerity, and heartfelt expression. When this energy touches your life, it reminds you that love is meant to be felt fully, experienced honestly, and cherished deeply. So breathe, feel, and allow the message of the Knight of Cups to awaken your heart. Sophia wants you to know that someone is reaching out to you in subtle ways, through emotions, intuition, and soulful gestures, inviting you to step into a connection that is as magical as it is transformative. This is not just a card of romance, it is a card of soul awakening, emotional depth, and the power of love to guide, heal, and illuminate your path. There is a powerful reason these three cards appear together, and when they do, they tell a story that feels almost unreal, yet deeply familiar. The Lovers, the Star, and the Knight of Cups don't come forward lightly. Their combined energy speaks of a connection that is not ordinary, not accidental, and not based on surface attraction. This is a story of soul recognition, destiny, and emotion expressed through feeling rather than direct action. When these energies align, they describe a bond that exists beyond distance, logic, and even time. The Lovers sets the foundation of this connection. It represents a deep soul bond, the kind that feels instantly familiar, as if you already know this person without ever meeting them. This card speaks of a mirrored connection, where two souls reflect each other's emotions, wounds, and desires. It explains why this connection feels intense, confusing, and beautiful all at once. There is an inner pull here that cannot be forced or ignored. It's the feeling of being drawn towards someone naturally, without effort, without reason, just a quiet knowing deep inside your heart. Then the Star steps in and changes the entire picture. This card brings destiny, divine timing, and visibility. It often represents someone who shines brightly, someone who inspires others simply by being who they are. When combined with the Lovers, the Star shows that this soul connection involves distance, admiration, or a public presence. One soul may be known by many, admired from afar, or placed in the spotlight, while still feeling emotionally incomplete. The Star explains why this connection feels guided, why signs, synchronicities, and repeated thoughts keep appearing. It's not random, it's alignment. The Star also brings healing. This connection doesn't just stir emotion, it awakens hope. It arrives when one or both souls are healing old wounds, learning to trust again, or rediscovering faith and love. That's why this bond feels gentle yet powerful. Even when there is longing or distance, there is comfort too. A quiet reassurance that something meaningful exists, even if it hasn't fully unfolded yet. This is where the Knight of Cups brings the emotion to life. This card carries romance, creativity, and heartfelt expression. It represents someone who communicates through feeling, through music, words, art, or emotional gestures, rather than direct conversation. When paired with the Lovers and the Star, the Knight of Cups explains why this connection feels alive through songs, lyrics, dreams, or sudden emotional waves. It's the energy of someone pouring their heart out without saying your name, yet somehow you feel every word. The Knight of Cups shows that this connection moves slowly, emotionally, and sincerely. This isn't rushed or careless energy. It's thoughtful, sensitive, and deeply romantic. There is longing here, but also respect for timing. Feelings may be strong, yet unspoken. Emotions may be expressed indirectly, yet intensely. This is why you might feel drawn to certain music, certain messages, or certain moments that seem to arrive exactly when you need them. Together, these three cards describe a love that is felt before it is lived. The Lovers shows the bond, the Star shows the destiny, and the Knight of Cups shows the emotion flowing between souls. This connection doesn't need constant communication to exist. It survives in feeling, intuition, and emotional recognition. That's why it's so hard to forget, and why it feels different from anything you've experienced before. There is also an important lesson in this combination. Love doesn't always arrive in the way we expect. Sometimes it comes through inspiration, admiration, and emotional resonance before it becomes physical or spoken. These cards remind you that not all connections are meant to be rushed. Some are meant to awaken you, heal you, and teach you what real emotional depth feels like. This energy also asks for trust. Trust in timing. Trust in your feelings. Trust that what is meant for you will unfold when both souls are ready. The Star reassures you that nothing is wasted. The Lovers reminds you that real connections are mutual at a soul level. And the Knight of Cups shows that emotion, even when quiet, is still powerful. What makes this combination so intense is that it touches the heart, the soul, and the imagination all at once. It explains why this connection feels inspiring instead of draining, emotional instead of confusing, and meaningful instead of shallow. This isn't about chasing. It's about alignment. As these energies continue to unfold, clarity will come naturally, not through force, but through feeling, through moments of realization, through emotional growth. This connection exists to remind you of your depth, your worth, and your ability to feel love in its purest form. And this is only the beginning of the story these cards are telling.